I've got a little lick here that I would like to get faster, and I feel like I've hit a wall. I'm not really sure what to focus on.
The biggest issue is articulation. Articulation is weak and it's not consistent, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is that the synchronization isn't quite there either. And part of the reason why the synchronization is out of sync is because you can't feel it. Why can't you feel it? Because it's impossible to feel when both fingers are not moving, right? If you leave your finger down and you anchor it there, so you play a note, that finger, then you do something with the third finger, then you come back to that note, these two hands haven't moved together, right? You only feel it on the ring finger, really. Okay, when you come back to the index finger, you don't have the tactile, you don't have the feeling that you need to have good two-hand synchronization in general. Okay, now I'm not saying that that it's not possible to play this well or in sync when you anchor your finger. There are players who can. I'm just saying you're making it harder on yourself. So why do players sometimes leave their fingers anchored down? Because they think that it's going to be easier to play this particular lick. Because if the finger doesn't have to move, it's moving very efficiently, right? At maximum efficiency if it doesn't have to move. Okay? And there is something to be said for that, except that we have to think beyond this lick. Okay? This lick is a teeny tiny part of your overall guitar playing. Okay? But two-hand synchronization is a foundational core part of all guitar playing. So let's not sacrifice something that's universal, foundational, two-hand synchronization, for something teeny tiny, which is squeezing a little bit more comfort out of playing this one little insignificant lick. You understand what I'm saying there?
Yes.
So our preference is to strengthen what is foundational, not to seek a tiny advantage on one rare little thing you're going to play once in a while. All right, now, we have something else to talk about. The way that you pick, your picking motion comes from your arm, and it shouldn't, okay? You're doing this for every note, okay? Use the motion from your arm when you change strings, and from your wrist when you're on the same string, okay? Same string, changing strings. You're doing everything like this, and it's going to slow you down, okay? Now, this is something that I'll have you try now, but it'll take a considerable amount of time to change this. Okay, this is a foundational root issue here. Okay, let's try it really, really slow. And in this moment, don't worry about the left hand. If you want to leave it anchored, that's fine. I don't want to overburden your mind with having to deal with fixing the left hand issue and the right hand issue at the same time. So when we fix the left hand issue, don't worry about the right hand. When we fix the right hand issue, don't worry about the left hand. Once you can do each one well separately, then we'll put them together and integrate the two solutions together. Okay? But we don't want to overtax your mind with all the stuff it has to think about. All right? Okay, go ahead and try. Yeah, that's the right idea. That's the right idea. One more. Okay, that one was not quite as good as the first one. So just keep it slow. Okay. Do you understand the idea? You can feel how it's different? Mm-hmm. Practice that.
Okay.
Two things, isolate them until they can become fluent. Once they do, integrate.